started out.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning and welcome to Black Coffee Gardener. It's been a while. Not that long, maybe a week or two. Not really sure, but it's been a while since I've been out here. September was a really crazy month. Super busy with being pulled in so many different areas of my life. So I haven't been able to spend as much time in the garden as I'd like. When I did get some time to come out here, it rained for a couple of days. And anyhow, I'm peeking over at the raised bed now, and I can see how well some things have started to grow since the last time that I did a video. So I'm just going to take you guys through, show you a little bit of what's going on. This is going to be a very, very short video because I don't have much to do out here other than weeding. So I'm pretty much just going to take you through and talk a little bit about what's going on, and that's going to be it. So let's get started. All right, so over here we have the carrots that I started in the, in this container here. They seem to be doing pretty well. Like I said in another video, this is my third season trying to grow carrots. These are more carrots here. Hopefully we'll have some success. I've got some Swiss chard growing here, some Swiss chard here that I'm actually going to uncover today so that can get the space that it needs. We've got some lacinato or dinosaur kale here. Under here is broccoli. I'm also going to uncover that today. But you can, I don't know if it's showing up in the camera, but you can just see how the squirrel just gets in here and just digs everything up. I had shallots planted all here, which we have something here, but I don't know that I'm going to get much more than that, like all through here. Look at that. So next year what I'm going to do is I'm going to have something built, something with thin pieces of wood and chicken wire that I can easily set over, and I'll probably have it, maybe 4 feet tall or so, but something I can set over this and move it as need be. Because I've tried everything, and I believe that that's the only way I'm going to be able to deter them. This here is kohlrabi, which it seems to be doing well, but once again, just look how the squirrel just gets down in here. The soil was up to here, so it's dug all the way down in there. I do have some beets that they dug around, but I might go ahead and harvest that today. I'm not sure entirely. Look at that. But we shall see. Stevia here that's going to seed. If anyone remembers my pepper plant, this poor thing here just it finally started to do a little something, so I'll get a few peppers off of it. This is the Scotch bonnet plant that had the tomato hornworms all over it, and I had wound up cutting this back. But look at all the peppers now. All these peppers. I actually harvested 2 yesterday. 2 nice, ripe, red ones. So hopefully we'll still have enough warmth that the rest of these will spit it out. What am I trying to say? Fully ripened. Goodness gracious. Now, I don't know if I have any more purple peppers in here. I harvested... Oh, yeah, there are some more. I harvested 3 or 4 yesterday. There's still, quite a few growing here. And once again, hopefully we'll still have enough warmth. These pole beans here that I had growing up the corn, I harvested some of these yesterday as well. And it was a spare of the moment thing. It's not always, all of this is time. It's not always easy to film every little thing, or I would have filmed the harvest yesterday. But we got broccoli here, collard greens, another broccoli on that end over there, and another collard green in the middle. Let's see here, some Swiss chard here. This thing, when I came out yesterday, this entire middle here all had leaves, but they had all been chewed by the cabbage worm. There was a ton of cabbage worms on that plant, and I hadn't really noticed it because I had this stretched down over that, but it was kind of hidden under the shadows of this, so I kind of missed out on that. But at any rate, like I said, I'll be coming in here today. See all those weeds back there? I have to get all in here is weeds. There are some beets planted here and another one over here that's coming up, but other than that, it's a ton of weeds. I got more bush beans over here and sage all back in through there. And now on this side, I can see more purple peppers in there. They're not fully to size yet, but what I'm gonna wind up doing with that is between the Scotch bonnet, whatever bell peppers I get, and the purple peppers, I'm gonna make a hot sauce with that. But anyhow, guys, that's pretty much all I have going on. A ton of basil, which it's going to flour. I should take all of that out today and just do a quick vegan pesto. I think I said that in the last video, but yeah, that's how much life has just gotten away from me. Tomato plant here that I had cut back, and I was going to go ahead and take the entire thing out and compost all this. But look at this. New leaves or stems growing. And even down in here, more basil. This whole thing had basil around it. It looks like, even though I cut it back, something's still trying to grow. I haven't turned the compost in a week or so, so I'm not gonna touch that. All of this, obviously, as you can see, I'm not even gonna bother to clean up, because as soon as I try to clean it, these leaves are just gonna keep falling. So yeah, but like I said, it's a short video, short, sweet, and to the point. One last thing I want to talk about is container gardening. So what I will grow in containers again is definitely peppers. I'll definitely grow peppers in containers again. It's just easier to contain them, I feel. Even though both of these pepper plants were late bloomers, even with the production that the Scotch bonnet plant is giving off now, I still know that that's a good look for next year. What I would not do is tomatoes. The tomatoes are just, unless I find out a different way to stake them up. But the way I had them this year, it wasn't enough space. And during the really, really hot months of the summer, I found myself just constantly watering. I could not keep up with the watering, which initially with one of my plants was the cause of the blossom end rot. So yeah, next year I'll definitely do the tomatoes in the ground. Same for cucumbers. I did cucumbers. I did two. I did one in the ground, one in a container. And although the ones in the container produced very well, I got probably 5 times as much off of the ones that I planted in the ground, which is obvious. But anyhow, what else did I do in containers? I did pole beans in containers. I would do that again. We had zucchini and squash. We'd squash in containers. I would do that again. I tried another one here. You know, but for whatever reason, this one isn't doing well, and it could possibly just be me, like I said, not having the time to nurture it the way I should have. We've got powdery mildew on the leaves. It's just not growing very well. And I won't say that it's the container, because earlier in the summer I did grow crookneck yellow squash in a similar container, and it did just fine. So I think this one is just, you know, I put the seed in there and let it go, and just kind of never paid any attention to it after that. So I'm gonna leave it there and we'll see what happens, because it is a winter squash variety in there. But yeah, so far not doing so well. Let's see what else. I guess the moral of the story is everything grows well in a container, just as long as you have a large enough container for what it is that you're trying to grow, and you're making sure that your soil is amended properly. If my soil would have been amended more, if it would have been amended better, if I had maybe more compost and some peat moss in the pot that that I had the tomatoes in, I believe things would have worked out a little better. It would have been able to retain more of the moisture, and my plant would have just produced more. Like I said, I got a really great harvest off of it, but I just know that it would have done a lot better had it been had the soil been amended properly. So next year will be the same case scenario. I'll be planting over there in the raised bed. I'll be doing carrots or some other root vegetable in this bucket here. I'll have same amount of vegetables over here, and then I'll still use containers. All these containers that I used this year, I'm still gonna grow in those next year. Like I said, things that I'll do differently. I'll probably build some type of trellis situation over here for pole beans and cucumbers. And I'll just rethink the way that I trellis tomatoes, and that's about it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep my promise of keeping this video short and sweet. Thank you all for once again watching the Black Coffee Gardener. I will see you guys in the next video.